Welcome to Tenalytics family. You are here for a good time. You're here to learn. You're here to, get knowledge and value. So welcome Patricia, welcome Feli, welcome Vivienne, welcome Abiola. We have a lot of newcomers today, a lot of first timers today, and I'm so excited to have you in our session. Now, if you know you've been in any of our sessions before, and you are a returning OG, I want you to, drop your favorite emoji in the chat. Okay? All right, that's fine, Sarah. That's fine. I want you to drop your favorite emoji in the chat. If you know that you have attended any of our sessions before, and this is like your second time, your third time, just drop an emoji in the chat. Okay, I can see Jonah. Hi, Jonah. Thank you for coming back. Do we have any other person like Jonah today? I don't want to believe Jonah is the only one that's coming back. Do we have any other person that's joined our session before? And then, you're returning to learn more, to get more value, to get more knowledge. You can just drop your favorite emoji in the chat. Okay? Now, today's session is going to be very, very interactive. It's going to be very, very interactive because in as much as I'm here to tell you where and how to find remote high-paying jobs, I also want you to, take in the knowledge that we have to share today. Okay, so for us to begin officially, I would want us to drop our names and where we are or where we are, listening from. So it could be Jonah from US. Go to the chat right now and drop your name and how best to take. Okay, so sorry about that. So if we could let's just go straight into what we have today. All right, let me just reshare my screen again, and then we can start. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about where and how to find fully remote, high-paying work from home jobs for those in Canada, for those in US, and for those in UK. Now, we have a lot of people on this call today. We have about 37 people on the call today. And here we know that a lot of us have, different problems. For some of us, what we need is we are looking for high paying jobs. So we're looking for higher income, but we don't know exactly the path that we want to take. We know that we want to make more money. We know that we want to have access to more money. We just don't know how exactly are we going to get this money? How exactly are we going to, get higher income? Now, for other people on this call, you have experience, but you have experience in the wrong industry. And upon this, your pay is very low. So you already have the experience, but you don't have the experience in the right industry that can give you the kind of money that you are looking for. And for some other people, you've taken the course. So you're not a newbie. You've taken the course, but you still can't seem to find or land a high income interview. So you're trying all that you can, but you can't land any high income interview. And for some other people on this call today, you just need a higher income, but you don't know where and how to apply. Now, today I am here to bridge all of this gap for us. Okay? I'm here to show you how to apply to fully remote tech jobs, even when you don't have any tech background. I'm also here to show you how to identify what roles that employers are constantly hiring for. And I'm also here to show you how best to position yourself for success. So how do you know where to apply? How do you apply to these roles and where do you apply to these roles? And after that, we go straight into the Q&A session where you are able to, ask me questions, you're able to, get insights and all of that. Okay? Now, who exactly are we at Analytics? What do we do at Analytics? Why are we here today? Now, Analytics is a leading ed tech company that is focused on specialized training in technology skills. And we also deliver comprehensive data consulting services. So what we do, or our aim at Analytics, is to provide specialized training in technology skills. We aim to impact people and give them the skills and the knowledge that they need to be able to land a job. Essentially, that's what we're after. Now, we've been in this space for 5 years plus, and we have over 40,000 people that we have helped to transition into tech. So if you're in the UK, US, Canada, Europe, Africa, Asia, wherever you're joining me from today, we've been able to help over 4,000 people spanning across where you are, and we've been able to help them get into tech. And our aim for this session today is to be able to also help you transition into tech. Okay. Now, we are committed to taking the technology sector, we're committed to making the technology sector more accessible. So we don't just want people to, get into tech, but we're also interested in them getting into tech and landing a job. Now, how do we intend to do this? We intend to do this through premium experiential training. So in courses like data analytics, business analysis, data engineering, data science, we're here to, and all these other courses you can see on my screen. We are here to take you through each one. Now, through the course that we would have, or through the course of this whole session, I would explain why we need, or why we chose these specific courses and why we actually do teach them. Now, before I continue, I need to tell you this. So for all of us on this call, if you would like to get access to the recording of this session, the session is presently being recorded. So if you would like to get access to this recording, you would want to fill the attendance form that my colleague has shared in the chat. Okay, so that you get access to this recording and you also get access to this material, this presentation that I'm sharing, you get access to it and you get to, look at it even after the session is over. Okay, so all you have to do is fill the link that Daniela has just shared in the chat, fill the attendance form, and then immediately after the session is over, we send to you the recording and we'll also send to you these materials. Okay, now, who is this person that is speaking with you today? Who exactly is Esther? So Esther's experience spans across career coaching and product design. So I have been able to, help and support aspiring professionals like yourself, like all of you speaking with me today, like Vivian, like Kola Wole, like Asongo, all of you on this call today. I've been able to assist and support aspiring professionals in navigating their transition into tech. Okay. I've also been able to, coach and mentor people. I have guided individuals in identifying the best career path for them. And I've also been able to give them the job-ready skills and help them build their portfolios. Okay. Now, I've been able to work in sectors such as EdTech, finance, logistics, FMGC, and health tech. So if you would want to connect with me when this material is shared, you would see a link to connect with me via LinkedIn and you would have access to me. So if you even have questions that you want to ask me personally, you can always have access to me to ask your questions. Okay. Now, what do employers really want? That is the dollar question today. We're talking about, getting a high-paying remote job. The next question I would ask all of us on the call today is, what do you think employers want from you? So I'll be in the chat and I'll be looking forward to our responses. So I want to know, I'm throwing it to the house right now. What do you think employers actually want from you? You can drop your responses in the chat. I'll be looking forward to our responses. So you can tell me, what do you think employers want? What exactly are they looking for? So I'm looking forward to, responses from everyone. Benjamin says critical thinkers. Okay. Okay. That's a beautiful idea. That's a beautiful answer. That's a very beautiful answer. Do you have any other one that wants to tell us what we think employers want? NG says experience. Yes. 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 Now, employers, V says experience. Okay, I have a lot of amazing people in the meeting today. So does any other person want to tell us what they think employers want? We've seen experience. We've seen critical thinking. Patrick says experience. V says experience. Now, Elizabeth says competence. Exactly. Competence, competence. Felly says paying attention to details. Exactly. Now, all of these answers are very correct. All of these answers are very correct. But we're going to sum it, we're going to sum everything into two major things. Now, employers really want two things. They want your skill and they want experience. Okay? Now, like we all have said in this chart, critical thinking, attention to details, all of these things, they come under the skills and the experience that you have to show for it. Okay. So employers don't just want to hire people that just went to school, have a certificate, and that's it. They want people that actually have the experience and that can actually bring competency to the job. Now, I'm going to give us two scenarios. So, say for example, you want to sew a dress, or you are looking towards, getting a pretty dress, and you're looking for a seamstress or a tailor that can deliver your idea. Now, tailor A tells you, oh, Vivian, I went to, the best school in London, and I have certificates that shows that I actually went to this school. Then you ask Taylor A, what shows for it? She says, oh, I have a certificate, and that's it. And then you have Taylor B that tells you, oh, you know what? I can deliver the idea that you have. I have some works that I have done. I have some dresses that I have made, and I would love to show you. And Taylor B shows you. Now, I want you to tell me in the chat, which Taylor do you think you would go for? Would you go for Taylor A that just shows you the certificate that she has? Or you will go for Taylor B that shows you the proof of concept, that shows you exactly the dresses that she has made, and you can see how stunning the dresses are. Exactly. Ariella says Taylor B. Mona Lisa says Taylor B. Exactly. You would go for someone that actually shows you, the experience that you have. They show you, oh, I have worked on something, and I have proof to show for it. You wouldn't just go with the person that just uses words to tell you, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. Exactly. So what employers really want from you, they want skills and they want your experience. And these two things is exactly what births competency. Now, we've gone through this whole, we've gone through different job boards, and we've seen that there are job roles. We've seen that there are job roles that, you would sort of need, or there are job roles that we've seen that a lot of employees, hiring managers are always hiring for. Now, what we did was on this job board, we scraped these job boards, we extracted the data from these job boards, and we analyzed the data. What we aim to get out of this data is in-demand tech careers that you would be able to get a job in quickly. And then we measured these careers based on these three things: ease of learning, ease of transitioning, and a high rewarding salary. Now, you don't want to get into a tech career or learn a course that will take you 5 years to get a hold on. You want to go into a course or learn a career path, or go into a course that you know that it will be very seamless for you to learn, something very easy, something that allows you to, learn easily. And then you also want a course that allows you to transition easily. So you're not transitioning and getting stuck. You have a smooth flow from where you're coming and where you want to go to. And then the most important is three. You don't want to get into a job role or take a career path that would not pay you as high as you're expecting. You want to get into a job role that will give you a high rewarding salary. Now, which is the aim of our conversation today. You want to be able to land remote tech jobs that are also high paying and that also give you a high rewarding salary. Now, we've come up with these 8 career paths, actually 10 career paths: business analysis, DevOps engineer, agile project management, data analysis, data sciences, data engineering, cybersecurity, product design, financial analysis, HR analysis, and the health tech data analysis. Now, we know that if you get into any of these roles, you would be getting into a high in demand career path. Now, we don't just want you to take it from us. We also decided to, get external validation on this data that we scraped. And we went with what we call the World Economic Forum. Now, this World Economic Forum just basically explains or just gives us insight to exactly the data that I shared or the information that I shared earlier. Now, this tells us that 92 million jobs will disappear by 2030. A whole 92 million jobs will disappear by 2030. But 170 million new jobs will be created. Now, you don't want to be in a job that will disappear. You want to be part of a job that even after 2030, you know that you still have a job. You want a job or you want to take a course that actually gives you job security. So that even by 2030, by 2035, 2040, even down to 2050, you would still have a job and you will still be earning in good currency and good money. Okay? Now, we looked at some of the jobs that this Economic World Forum has shown us. And then what we can see is that you can see data engineering, you can see product design, you can see data analysis and data scientist. You don't want to be at the right side of my screen. You don't want to be at this part because it means that by 2030, you wouldn't really have a job. But all these jobs that are highlighted here, they are the jobs that are going to grow in demand and they are projected to actually have more job creation. So you want to learn a skill or you want to invest in a skill that you know that on the long run, you have job security and you also know that you would still be earning in good currency. So we have the DevOps engineering, cybersecurity, business analysis, all these things. Even down to this, you can also see data analysis, data engineers, agile project management, business analysis, all of this. And then on this page, you also have a link to download the full report. Now, this is another key for me to tell you to make sure that you actually fill the attendance form that is shared by my colleagues in the chat so that you get access to this report, you get access to this material. And you can also personally go through the report, go through what the report says, and be convinced further. Okay, so make sure that you're filling the attendance form shared in the chat, and then you are taking advantage of the materials and the recordings that can be shared or that will be shared after the session. Now, how do you exactly land this remote job? How do you get this remote job? A lot of us here might have been, thinking hard and wide. How do I land this fully remote job? What do I have to do to get this remote job? I dare tell you today that landing this remote job that gives you good money is not as hard as the world think it is. Okay? It's really not that hard. It's something that you can do. We've seen people do it, and we also know that it's something that you as well can do. We have three steps that you can use to make this or to get this job that you are looking for. Arafat, I see that your hand is raised. Okay, that must have been a mistake. All right, so we have these strategies that we know that you can apply, and then you'll be able to get the dream high-paying job that you're looking for. The first step or the first strategy that you need to apply is learn. Now, everything I've been saying since, all the skills I've been speaking about, getting into a career path or a skill that is in demand, this is where it comes in. You first pick that skill and focus on that skill. So for someone that is interested in, data analytics, for someone that is interested in, data science, cybersecurity, whatever in-demand career path that you are interested in, you pick it, you take it as your focus and you learn it. Because you don't want to get into the job and not have an idea on what you're doing. You actually want to get that skill so that you are hireable enough by the right people. Now, after you've learned it, you want to package yourself. Now, you don't want to come in as a normal, I just finished learning and I don't know what I'm doing kind of individual. You want to package yourself. You want to be very employable. This is where you build yourself. You work on projects. You build your portfolio. You actually become marketable to the right audience, the right hiring managers. And then after that, you begin to apply. So you then begin to apply for jobs. You are applying like a machine, but you're also applying with precision and understanding. So a lot of us on this call, what we do the one-click apply system. So we go on LinkedIn, we see a job role, and we just apply. If you know your fact, I used to be like that before. I'll see a job, and then I just click on apply, and that's it. Whether I tailor my CV or I don't really care. I just apply and I hope I get a call back. But there's something called ATS. That's the applicant tracking system. Now, what this does is it stands as a security guard for that job. And it automatically disqualifies you if your CV doesn't meet the qualification that the job is looking for. So all of us on this call today, that all we do is just click on apply and that's it. Click on apply and that's it. This is a cue to stop and actually apply the right way. So if you know I've called you out right now, just know that it's something that you need to stop. You can't keep doing that because you're not going to land that job if you continue. Okay, so you have to apply for jobs like a machine, but you also have to apply with precision and understanding. And then voila, when you take these three strategies that I have just mentioned, you would be able to actually get that job. Okay? So you would be able to actually get that job. Now, I want to know that I want to make sure that I'm not just speaking with myself and then we are all following. So if you know that you're still following or you're still interested in what I have to share today, I want you to drop an emoji in the to me, in much interest what we have to share today. So if you know you're still listening, I want you to drop a chat or emoji, any of your favorite emoji. I want you to drop that in the chat. Okay, thank you, Esther. Thank you, Ariola. So I can see that we have people listening. I need more people to drop it so that I know that, I have a lot of people that are ready to break into tech and actually land that dollar paying job. Okay? Okay, so I can see a lot of chats. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now is another time for me to tell you to not forget to actually click on the attendance form so you can get the recording of this session and you can also get the materials that we've been using. Okay, so don't forget to fill the attendance form. Don't forget to fill the attendance form. All right. Now we are getting to the interesting part. We are now going to, I'm going to teach you now how to apply to jobs. So we're going to pick a job board called JobRite, and then we are going to learn how to apply for jobs the right way. Okay? So I'm sharing my screen on JobRite, and then we can see exactly how JobRite looks. So this is JobRite. If when you click or when you click on the attendance or when you fill the attendance form, actually, you would get a link to this job board as well. And then you can also, upload your CV and then just go through it. But I'm just going to show you exactly how you can get a job. So my CV is already uploaded on this job board. And what JobRite does is JobRite shows you how well you match with a job. And it teaches you two things. So it teaches you how well to optimize your CV and how well to apply for the job. So you don't want to apply to a job that you are, matching 20%, 30%, because it means that you really don't have, I don't want to say, you really don't have a chance on getting it, right? You want to apply to a job that you actually match probably above 70%. Now, I for myself, I'm not a cybersecurity engineer. My CV is not tailored to being anything related to being a cybersecurity engineer. But I have put that there and I have chosen my location to be Canada. So for those of you in Canada, for those of you in US, this is the job board that you can use to land a high-paying remote job. Now, you can see this cloud engineer, it was posted 5 days ago. You can get the information. You see the full-time role, entry level, fully remote, and you can also see the amounts. But I match 66% on this job. Again, I'm not a cybersecurity engineer. I have no idea on it at all. So I'm going to, match very low on jobs like this. You can see that I match 53% here. I match 33% here. You know, you just look for matches that you match above 70%. Okay? You look for matches that you match above 70%. When you match above 70%, it tells you you're a good match. And then you apply to those kind of roles, because what it has shown you is you actually match for that role and you are a good, competitor for that job role. Now so here you just click on it and you are able to change the job function that you're looking for. So let us do data analyst. Okay, you click on confirm. Now we're going to see how well I match. So we see a 27%, we see a 65%. Again, you want to match with ones that are above 70 because it shows you how well or how good you would be in that job role. Okay, so yes, you can change where you are. You can change where you are from Canada. So let's change it to US for those that are in US. You can also enter your city if you want to be very specific. You can also enter your city if you want to be very specific and click on confirm. Now you are able to search. So you see, in the US, my CV matches 76% for data analyst 3, and it was posted 35 minutes ago. You can be an early applicant. It shows you how the time it has been posted, so you know exactly the jobs that you're going for. You see, good match. It shows that I'm a good match because I have above 76%. And it also shows that this job role comes with sponsorship. It's likely to come with sponsorship. So this one again shows 74%, shows that I'm a good match. So these are the things that you want to look out for when you are, trying to, go for a job or when you're looking to apply for a job. Okay? These are the things that you want to look out for. Now let's go to UK. We've done for US and we've done for Canada. Let's now go to UK. So for UK, we're using read.co.uk. Again, these links are in the materials that are going to be shared. So if you want to get access to all of these things, make sure that you fill the attendance form. Now for UK, we have read.co.uk. So here you get to, you can search for the job. You can search for, let's search for cybersecurity analyst. So we're searching for cybersecurity analyst. And you can also decide to, put where you are. So let's try Birmingham. And then you search. So it shows you the jobs available. So you can see that there are 120 cybersecurity analyst jobs in Birmingham. And then it shows you, the jobs. You can pick the one that you want. You can also come here, play with the filters, put the filters to, put exactly what you're looking for. You can also input your salary range. You can put the job type that you're looking for. It also shows you, the job type. So if you're looking for a permanent role, or if you're looking for, something temporary, you're looking for a contract role, full-time, everything, it shows you here. It shows you how it was posted, all of these things. And you get to actually, apply to the job. So let's do another test. Let's do data analyst. Then you click on search. Now you can see that there are 190 data analyst jobs available in Birmingham. And then again, you apply the same thing that I just mentioned. You apply your filters, you do everything you need to do, and then you can apply for the job. Okay, so you see the job, you can see permanent full-time, contract full-time, you just you filter everything to get to exactly what you want to have. Okay, now we've touched on how to apply for jobs. We've touched on how to apply for jobs for those of you in the US, those of you in Canada, and those of you in the UK. Now we need to now go to a very important part. There are a lot of us on this call that we don't even know the tech role that we want to go into. If I should ask now, most of us on this call don't know exactly the path that we would fit into, the exact tech path that we would fit into. Now I'm here to help us bridge that gap today. So we have a career quiz that you can take. Now, like I said earlier, this is a very interactive class. So I'm going to be doing it and you're going to be doing it as well. And you're going to share your results with me or the recommendations that we have in the chat. So my colleague is going to drop the link to this career quiz in the chat. And then what this career quiz does for you is it shows you the best parts or the best career paths out of the 10 skills that I listed. It shows you the best career path that you would fit into. So my colleague is going to be dropping the link in the chat, but I'm also going to click on this link so we do it together. Like I said, this is a fully interactive class. So you do it and I do it as well. So I'm going to wait for my colleague to, share it. And then we are all going to do it together. Let me just still, share the link in the chat. Okay. Now that has been shared in the chat. I want us to click on this link. I want every one of us to click on this link. So we actually know where exactly we fit in. What exactly is this career path that we can take, that we can go in? What exactly is this career path that you yourself, you can fit in? So this quiz will show you exactly what, Fred, it will tell you what you fit into, Vivienne, it will tell you what you fit into, Abiola, it will tell you exactly where you fit into. So I want all of us to take this quiz. So please make sure you click on this quiz because you're going to share your results with me. I'm very interested in knowing what we all get. Okay. And I'm also going to be taking the quiz as well, just to show you, exactly how it is. So if you've clicked on this link, I want you to drop in our chat ready, so we can all take it together. So if you've clicked on this link, if you are ready for us to take our quiz together, I want you to drop it in the chat ready. Let me know that we're ready, and then we can all begin taking our quiz. So I'm looking forward to our responses. Okay, NG says ready. I need more responses because we all have to take the quiz together. Benjamin says ready. Okay, so I need more responses and then we can all start. So I need more readies. I need more of us to say that we're ready and then we can start. In case you missed out on the link is still being shared in the chat. So I want all of us to click on it. I want each and every one of us to click on the link. Click on the link, and let's take our quiz. So when I get 2 more readies, we will start. So I need more readies. I need more people to tell me that we're ready so we can actually start taking the quiz. We're 53 in this session, so we have to make it very interactive, very lively for each other. So I need us to tell us that we're ready. P says ready. We need 1 more ready, and we all will take it. So IBL says ready. All right. So now let's take our quiz and let's find out where exactly we fit into. So the quiz will open like this on your phone, your system, wherever you're using, and then you click on discover your path. Yeah, so it's giving tech error. It's giving tech error. So I want us to join, or I want us to now take, or now, let's actually take this quiz. There are no wrong answers. There are no right answers. You are just trying to answer this quiz in a very honest way so that we actually give you the right recommendation. So you click on let's go, and then we begin. So which tech parts are you interested in? You can pick as many as you like. You can pick as many as you will like. Okay? So me, I'm interested in business analysis. And I'm probably interested in data analytics as well. Maybe I'm also interested in product design. I mean, I might as well just pick everything. And if you're not sure, it's okay to say I am not sure. Okay? It's okay to say I'm not sure. So when you pick what you're interested in, you tap here and we go to the next one. What's your immigration goal? So for some of us on this call, we want, visa sponsorship. We're looking to Japan and you want an employer that, will sponsor your work visa. For some of us, we want permanent residency pathway. For some of us, we already have work authorization. This doesn't matter. So you don't think immigration, matters to you. You just want a tech role that you can get good money. And for some of us, you are staying in your current country, but you just would prefer a remote job. You're tired of going to work every day. So you pick the immigration goal that fits your exact place right now. So for me, I'll say I'm staying in my current country and I want a remote work. Now, what's your current or most recent career field? So, have you worked in finance? Are you working in healthcare? Are you working in IT, teaching, marketing? Wherever you are working, you pick it and then you go from there. Okay. So, I'll put marketing. And then the next question says, how do you prefer to work? So you think about when do you do your best, not when your courage requires. So you let us know how exactly you prefer to work. Do you thrive in leading discussions, or do you enjoy teamwork, but you like to go solo? You don't like people, you don't like talking to people too much, or you prefer deep independent works with minimal meetings, or it depends on the task. You can adapt to whatever really you don't really mind. So you pick on what you pick exactly what fits you or describes you best. So I'm going to pick mine. Now we're going to the next one, which says, which best describes how you approach problems. So do you first map out, you map out your steps, before when you get the full picture, you map out the things you do first before you dive in, or you just dive into the data and you let the patterns, guide your decisions. Or do you think more about users and then you work backwards? So you want to understand what users are talking about, how users feel before you go into problems. Or you look for what could break and you fix that first. So you pick exactly what works for you. Some of us we just experiment, we iterate, and we optimize. So when we see a problem, we try the first one. If it doesn't work, we go again and try the next one. So you pick exactly what works for you. And then we go to the next question that says, how comfortable are you with technical tools? So are you very comfortable with using Excel, pivot table? Have you coded before? Or you're somewhat comfortable and you don't mind learning the skills. You can learn if you are giving guidance. Or you're a basic user. You're just an intro. You don't know exactly how to use it. You just know basically you can use the tools for probably imputing of data, but you don't know exactly deep functions that tools use. Or do you prefer visual design tools over spreadsheets? So you pick exactly what you think describes you here. And then you say, what's your relationship with coding? If you are part of people that you love coding and you want to master it, you pick it. Or are you open to just light coding, SQL, Python, or you rather no code at all? You don't want to even hear anything about coding, or you prefer logic systems. So you pick exactly what describes you here. Me, I don't like coding, so I'm going to pick no coding. And then you also, what motivates you? This is the next question. What motivates you? So I see a lot of us are done. So I can see Femi is done. I can see Benjamin is done. So let's just wait for other people to get done as well. If you are done, you can also drop in the chat that you are done. So what motivates you most in your
Yeah,
career? Is it hi? Hi, Okoli. I can see that you're muted.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So if you are done, you can just drop in the chat that you're done. For those of us that are done, and for those of us that we're still getting done, you can take your time to get everything. Okay, you can take your time to get everything done. So high earning potential, whatever it is that describes you exactly, you can pick it. And then what type of impact resonates with you. Here you also pick exactly what resonates with you. And then you input your details and then you get your results sent to you. Now, for everyone that is done, or for everyone that has taken the quiz, for every one of us that has taken the quiz, I want you to drop in the comments what was given to you. Okay? Drop in the comments what exactly was given to you. So, what did we recommend for you? What was recommended for you? I want you to drop it in the chat. Okay, so Okeli says, please, how do I do it? There's a link that is shared. Benjamin just shared the link for you. Just click on it and then, take the questions and then fill them honestly. And then you get your result sent to you. Okay? So I see that Jonah says business analyst. Okay, Jonah. So I see that you are someone that you like communicating, you like speaking with stakeholders, a critical thinker. That's very beautiful to see. That's very, very beautiful to see. Do I have any more BAs in the house? Do I have any more business analysts in the house? You can drop it in the chat. So Benjamin says data science. Okay, the builder, Benjamin the builder. That's beautiful. We have cybersecurity analyst in the house as well. Kosi got BA, NG got cybersecurity, P got product design. So P, you would like visual designs a lot. You would like looking at designs and looking at users. That's a very beautiful thing. And you like project management. Okay. So do we have any other people, any other person that wants to share what they got with us today? DevOps and Abiola, what have we got? I beg you. Abiola says, God, I beg you. Don't worry. It's something you can do. It's something you definitely can do. Chichi says BA. We have a lot of BAs, though. That's beautiful. Kasongo says business analysis, but already doing financial analysis. All right, that's still beautiful. That's still beautiful. Okoli, you don't have an idea of what to choose. So when you click on it, right, you just answer the questions very honestly. And then it tells you what exactly would fit you best based on your answers. So just click on the link and get exactly what the career path that they recommend for you. Now, again, please don't forget to fill the attendance form. Don't forget to fill the attendance form so that all of these things that we've been talking about from the beginning, the materials, they can be shared with you and you don't miss out on anything. So you can also go back and rewatch the session even after the session is over. Okay? Aviola said I would prefer data plus business analysis. I mean, you chose it, you picked it. So it means whatever it is that you are doing or whatever it is that you chose, you have a flair for it. And that's why we gave you that. Femi says data science. That's what I'm doing with 10 analytics. So sorry, is it 10 analytics that you read that confused me? 10 analytics. Okay, Femi, that's beautiful. Crown says cybersecurity. So we have a lot of cybersecurity, we have a lot of BAs, we even got someone with DevOps. That is beautiful. All of these are beautiful. So now that you know exactly where you fit in, now that you know exactly where you fit in, we're now going to talk about, technical skills plus employability skills. That's exactly what gives you the job offer. So the first thing that we just did, the career quiz that we just chose, has given us exactly the technical skills that you need to equip yourself with. So for those of you that you got BA, it has already told you exactly where you need to equip yourself with. So for someone like Abiola that says, oh, you prefer data or business analyst. Let's assume you decide to go for data analysis. You choose exactly, you've chosen your the area of technical skills. You already know, oh, this is the area that you want to, zero down on, and this is where you want to learn. Now you need to build your employability skills because even when you get that BA skill, even when you get that data analyst skills, even when you get that cybersecurity skill, you still need employability skills. You need to package yourself very well to show that you are a DA that actually knows exactly what you want and exactly what you're doing. Now, technical skills will get you interviews because when you send your CV, obviously you get interviews. You probably will get interviews based on how good your CV is. But employability is what exactly keeps you or makes you hired. That is exactly what is going to make the hiring manager come to that interview, have a conversation with you, and see that you are worth hiring. Okay? So now we have a host of employability skills that we give to you here at Analytics. And this is exactly where we want to touch on. This is exactly where I feel like a lot of us need to, we need to get. So in as much as you probably even have that skill, or you have that knowledge, you already have that technical skill. A lot of us don't have this employability skill, which is why we find it very hard to land that fully remote, high-paying tech jobs that we've been looking for. Now, we have employability skills. The first thing, CV revamp and review. Now, what do we do here at Analytics? When you come into our program, say the BA, GA, DevOps, product design, whatever program it is, when you come into our program, we take your CV from you and we revamp your CV. Like I always like to tell people, your past experience doesn't go to waste. So say, for example, you were a customer service rep and you decide that, okay, you know what, I want to learn BA. We fine tune or we give you, transferable skills that we see that you already have in that customer service role. We add it to the BA that you're already studying and we set your CV to be stellar. So it means that even when an hiring manager sees your CV, the hiring manager will say, you know what, okay, Kolawole knows exactly what he's doing. Nerky knows exactly what she's doing. Martina knows exactly what she's doing. Okay, so we take your CV from you, we revamp your CV, and we make sure that your CV speaks amazingly well of what you do. Now, the next thing we do for you is we optimize your LinkedIn. Now, a lot of us on this call, we have LinkedIn, but we don't know exactly how to use it. I'm sure that some of us, our LinkedIn is just there for fashion. We probably don't even do anything on our LinkedIn. And the beautiful thing about LinkedIn is a lot of hiring managers see you on LinkedIn and then they hire you because of what you have on your LinkedIn. So we are going to teach you how to optimize your LinkedIn, how to make sure that your LinkedIn is beautiful and is attractive to the right audience. Now, after we optimize your LinkedIn, we will teach you how to navigate the job market. So a lot of us feel like, okay, when we just apply for a job, that's it. But there are a lot of, tricks and, tricks to actually getting a job. We'll teach you how to navigate the job market. Beyond even just navigating the job market, what we do at Analytics for our students is we also send you jobs. So we have paid job boards that we've paid to. So you don't have to go and pay on these job boards. We put them on a sheet and we send them to you. All you do is apply for that job. You tailor your CV and you apply for that job. We also teach you how to tailor your CV exactly to match the job that you are applying for. Okay. Now, after that, say you've sent in you've applied for jobs, you sent a CV, and you get an interview schedule. A lot of us on this call can agree to the fact that when we get an interview, we're always scared. So if you know I'm talking about you, just drop it drop it in the chat. A lot of us are very scared. So I remember when I used to take interviews, right? I used to be so scared, and sometimes I'll end up canceling the interview. Like I'll probably not show up for the interview. Mind you, I need the job. I need the job very well. But I'll cancel on the job because I'm so scared and I'm so anxious. I don't know if I'm going to say rubbish or if I'm going to say nonsense. And then what we do here at Analytics is we understand that part and we try to bridge that part for you. So we, teach you exactly how to get on this interview and how to actually just ace your interview. We prepare you for the interview. We show you what you need to get done. We, research on the company, ask you possible likely questions, and then we just we do an interview simulation for you. Okay, I see Esther and P. They say me too. Interviews sometimes can be very scary. Can be very, very scary, and we totally get that part. Now, after you get an interview preparation with Analytics, you also get a job reference letter. So for those of you on this call that when you get a job, you need someone that would give you a reference letter to say, oh, Kolawole has worked with us, Esther has worked with us, and then she's very good at what she does. You should hire her. So Analytics does this for you. Okay, so Analytics does this for you. We give you job reference letters when you need it, and then you are able to also just get that job. Now, we also give on the job support. So sometimes you get the job role and then you're very confused on exactly what to do. So they can give you a project and you're confused. You're like, oh, I don't know what to do. On the job support means, or you can always reach out to us at Analytics. And then when you are confused or you don't know what to do, you can ask us questions and then we would assist you. Okay, we would assist you with on your job support. So we can tell you how to do the project. We can tell you exactly what you need to get done, how to get it done. Okay, and then you also get weekly mentorship sessions. So for all of you that will be joining and for those that are already in analytics, we have something called weekly mentorship sessions, where we bring people that they have walked this path, people that have landed jobs. They will tell you exactly how to land these jobs. What did they do exactly that made them get the job? And then you just get insights from people like this, and you're able to apply it into your own life, into your own, job hunting, and you're able to also apply it into the skills that you're learning. Now, lastly, you also get Upwork optimization. Now, a lot of us, we want to just be freelancers. We don't want to work under any particular organization. We teach you how to optimize your Upwork account and how to actually get these jobs. Now, we've spoken about getting the skills. We've spoken about getting employability skills. Now, I'm going to speak to you about our program duration and timeline. So if you take a course with us, for those that are going to be taking a course with us after this call, our courses typically are 6 months of learning, and then you do internship with Dari for 2 months. Okay. Now from Monday to Friday, you get the self-paced watch me do it videos where you are just watching your videos, you are learning. So you dedicate, say, an hour every day to just watch these videos to, upskill yourself. And then on Saturdays, we have our intensive live classes. Okay, these live classes, they are 3 to 4 hours a day, or on Saturdays, 3 to 4 hours on Saturdays. And then you get access to talk to your tutor. So with all this I just mentioned, you know that you're not doing it alone. You get access to speak with your tutor. Your tutor, you can ask questions. They show you, you can see practically what they are doing, and then you get to do it as well as they are doing it. Okay. Now on Thursdays, we also have our mentorship sessions on 10 p.m. And 8 p.m., 10 p.m. West African time, 8 p.m. MST time. And then you get to join these mentorship sessions. Again, you learn from industry best, you learn from people that have walked that path, and you're able to just get insights and you're able to relate it to your own career path. Okay, now the Saturday classes, they are 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for morning sessions, and the evening sessions, we also have an evening session, which is 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. morning session, West African time, and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. West African time evening classes. So you join the class that you would be very comfortable with. For some of us, we work in the mornings. We can't join that class. Some of us work in the evenings. You just want to join the morning class. Okay. So you pick a class that actually works for you. Now, the beautiful thing about Analytics is all our classes are recorded. So all our live classes, our mentorship sessions, drop-in sessions, what have you, they are all recorded. So say you miss a session or you miss a class, you have access to the recording of that class, even after the class is over. And then even if you were in the class and you probably don't even understand what was being done in that class, you get access to the recording of that class. And then you have access for this for life. So when you pay and you get a course or you get registered in a course, you get access to every material in that class for life. So you don't have, say, 1 year, 2 years. No, for life, you get access to the material. So say 5 years down the line, you want to come back and see exactly what you did in your data analysis class. You have access to it for life. Okay. Now, let me go back. Okay. So when is the next cohort? when exactly is the next cohort starting? So for those of us that are interested in joining the next class, it starts on April 11th, 2026. So you have an opportunity to be part of the Tenalytics family, and you also have an opportunity to get access to the technical skills and employability skills that we have discussed all through the class, or all through this live webinar. So the next class starts April 11th, 2026. Now, the next page that I want to share for you is my absolute best thing to talk about right now. Okay. Now, we have 50% discount that we're currently running. I'm supposed to be seeing no confettis right now because a whole 50%. We have 50% discounts that we're currently running to celebrate beautiful women all across the world, and even the men as well. So we have International Women's Day sales of 50%. So our cost is normally 1,200, but because of this discount that we are running, it is $600. Now I want all of us to take advantage of this discount and save ourselves some money. So imagine starting your tech career with $600 and you are able to still land a job before you are even done with learning. So now is the best time to take advantage of these discounts. Now is the best time for us to take advantage of the discount that we have running, a whole 50%. Now, for those of us that don't even want to, make the full payments, we also have further good news for you. You are able to pay this $600 in 3 tranches, instrumental payments. So you get to pay $200 now. All you need right now is $200 to get access to the class, access to the next cohorts, and then you complete or you spread the remaining payments within the remaining 2 months. Okay, so that is what I want to share with you right now. We have 50% discount, and I want all of us to take advantage of this 50% that we have running. Now, the next cohort, like I did mention, $600, 50%. You can register for the business analyst class, data analyst class, data science, data engineering, all of this mentioned, including the health tech data analyst school. You get access to all of that for $600. So I see Adeshala says, would it be possible to get the program or course curriculum for the different tech roles? Yes, you definitely can get it. It's part of what the things I'm about to show you now. So just stick around for us to, get there. Okay. Now, this discount that I mentioned is for the first 20 people. So you want to be part of the first 20 people to actually get in and enjoy this discount. Like they say, you snooze, you lose. You might as well just get in, and get this discount at this price as opposed to 1,200. Okay. Now I'm going to walk us through exactly how we can pay for this class or the next cohort. For those of us that already know the path that we want to take, here is exactly how you can pay for the next class. Okay. Now, this is another cue for us to fill the attendance form so that you get access to all of this material that I have used today. You get access to the recordings of this class sent to your email so you don't miss out on anything shared. So when you get the link, this is exactly the link, you get the link, and then when you click on the link, you get to this page. Okay. Now this page, you can see learning demand, all our courses. So you see data analytics, health tech data, health tech analysis, business analysis, HR analysis. You pick the one that you want to go for. So for those of us on the call that we got cybersecurity and you want to take the cybersecurity, you can pick cybersecurity. For those of us that want to be data engineers, you can pick data engineering. Just pick the one that you would be interested in, and then you click on enroll now. Now, when you click on enroll now, this is where I answer Adeshola's question. Okay. So Shola, this is where you now get to see, the curriculum, the description, certification, the different job opportunities you get when you take this course, the instructors, and then this is also where you get to make your payments. So for the purpose of, the payments process I'm about to show you. Click on enroll now. You see, we're now at $600. That is the discount price I was speaking about. You click on enroll now. You see, we have 13 slots left. And then you get to pick April cohort or May cohort. So the April cohort starts April 11th, like I mentioned earlier. But if you say, oh, you know what, I'll be busy during April, I would like to start in May, but you also want to take advantage of this discount, you click, the May cohort. So you pick either the April or the May cohort, the one that works well for you. Now, you have currency selector here. So for those of us in the US, you click on US. For those of us in, UK, you click UK. For those of us in Canada, you pick Canada. For those of us in Nigeria, you pick Nigeria. You can also pay in euros. So this is the currency selector. You pick it. So let's use USD. And then you can decide to pay once or you pay in 3 installments. Okay? So let's say we decide to pay in 3 installments. You click on it. And then what you would want to do is you would want to click on I confirm that my information is correct and I have read it analytics terms and conditions. Now, when you click on this, you also have an opportunity to change your next payment date. So if I click on this right now, my payment date is April. My next payment date will be April 12th. But if you don't want to, make your next payment by April 12th, you can decide to, adjust the date as well from this. So now we're going to click on pay now. It tells you to confirm the information that you have. Okay. Confirm the information that you have. And then you're able to pay. But so for most of us on the call, it would require us to actually create an account. Okay. It will require us to create an account. And then when you create an account, you just create an account, you input your basic details, you input your email, your number, create an account, then you get to this page. When you get to this page, you do all of this process that we've spoken about. You click on pay now, you input your card details, and then you make your payment. Okay? Now, I want to, believe that a lot of us are going to jump on this discount, discount that has been made available to us. I want to believe that a lot of us will jump on it. I don't want any one of us missing out on it. Like I did mention earlier, we have just 20 slots, but as we saw on that data analyst page, data analyst just has 13 more slots for it to be filled and for the price to go back exactly to what it was before. So my colleague has shared the link, to the payment link in the comments. What we want to do is click on the link, go through the process that we just shared and then get it done. Okay? Like I did mention, the discount is for the first 20 people. We don't want you to miss out on it. The first 20 people enjoy this discount. All right? Now we have a host of success stories that we want you to also see. So we have a host of people that have come into Tenalytics and then they have been able to land a job. They've been able to get high-paying jobs, fully remote jobs, and they've been able to just get something beautiful for themselves. So remember to click on the attendance form and fill it. So you also get this slides, and then you can also go through the host of success stories that we have. So I'm going to take Abigail. Abigail was a care worker in Canada making about 35K. But she said to herself, oh, I want more. I don't want to be making 35K. I want to do more with myself. She came into Tenalytics. She took the course with us. And then she was able to land a job in the same year. The same year, she was able to land a job, and then her revenue went from 35K. It doubled, and she was able to make about $74K. Now, I'm saying this to let you know that it's something that you as well can still do. You can take advantage of this. You can get that high-paying job and just change your salary, get a high-paying salary, and then also enjoy a fully remote job. Okay? So I want to know that we are all listening and we are all in tune with what I have been saying since. Now, we have come to the part where we take the Q&A. So if you have any question, you want to speak with me, you need career guidance, you just want to know exactly what path you should do, where you should go, you want us to, have a conversation on all of that, now is the time for you to ask your questions. So is there anyone that wants to ask a question? You can unmute yourself. We would have to take it one after the other, but you can unmute yourself, and you can ask whatever question that you have. So take this as your one-on-one to career guidance. Okay, so if we have anyone on the call that you have questions, you want to know what role to go into, you're not sure what exactly it is you want to do, now is the best time for us to have our conversation one-on-one, and I'll be able to give you career guidance. Okay, so you see why I asked for our name earlier so that I can be able to call a lot of us out. So Adeshola, P, Esther, JJ, any one of us, do we have any questions? I've shared a lot today about us getting a job. And I know that a lot of us are interested in getting a job. This is 2026, and it is the year for us to get our job and increase our income. Okay? So does anybody have a question for me? Adeshola, do you want to go? Do you want to ask a question?
Thank you, Esther, for the presentation. I have no question anyways. I think it's succinct, so it's straight to the point. So I'm going to be checking the curriculum later on. So I'm just on my mobile phone right now. So I'll be logging in on my laptop and checking the website to see the curriculum, and it should be fine. So yeah, all good. Thank you.
Okay. So Adeshola, I'm looking forward to having you join us. And then, obviously you go through the curriculum and you join us. Okay. And I'm also looking forward to you landing that high-paying remote job, which is why we even had this session in the first place. Okay.
So just to give you a background, so I'm already a Scrum Master. So I'm in a Scrum Master field. So I'm just looking to add cybersecurity to my ad. So yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, so definitely you can go through the curriculum and then just, see how best we're able to help with the cybersecurity journey. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Esther, I see your hands are up. You can unmute yourself and speak. Hi, Esther. So if you're speaking, I can't really hear you. Hi, Esther. Okay, now you can unmute yourself now and then try speaking. I can hear you, but it's a bit low.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you better now. Hi, Esther.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the information. I want to get an internship. Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I said, is it possible for someone to get an internship opportunity with Amdari, even if you're not trained by Tenalytics? Maybe you're already enrolled in a particular digital training platform, and another one, not Tenalytics precisely. So is it possible for someone to get internship opportunity with Amdari? I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, yes, it is possible to get an internship with Amdari singularly. However, right, I also want to let you know that when you are getting into Amdari, they expect you to come into the internship as a professional. Okay, so understandably, you are enrolled in another digital course. However, I would also want you to know that with analytics, you're able to get hands-on project-based experience and knowledge. And then that is what Amdari is expecting you to come with. So they're expecting you to come with the wealth of understanding of exactly how to execute projects professionally. Okay, so if you're going into Amdari Esther, you have to go into Amdari understanding exactly how to.
Okay.
So if you want us to go into that, if you want to go into Amdari straightforward, you have to go into Amdari as a professional, understanding that you are working on projects and all of that. All right, Esther.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. So I see that we also have Timidayo. Timidayo has his hands raised. Hi, Timidayo.
Hello, good evening. Please confirm I'm audible.
Oh, hi, Joseph. You are audible.
Right. Just apologies for not raising my hands up just before Timidayo goes. But I have a question because it's quite urgent and I really need to, my battery is kind of low, so I needed to get clarity before Timidayo asks his question. Apologies, Timidayo. So I remember you mentioned earlier that once you've registered for a cohort, you have the recordings for life, right?
Yes.
So my question is, I don't know how the trainings and the teachings work currently, right? But what if there's gonna be like an exercise or a quiz, right? That is being done on a particular day I miss, I didn't attend, right? So how do I take that particular exercise or quiz again?
Okay. So at Analytics, what we have something called an LMS. So it's called an LMS, is your learning model, where you get, you can see the courses that you've enrolled with, and then you can see everything that you have to do, right? So on this LMS, you can also get access to your Google Classroom, right, where videos are uploaded. So when you watch this video and a quiz has been taken, or a quiz was taken in a class that you missed, you have direct access to your instructors. Okay, so when you come into the program, you have a WhatsApp group you join, with other people in the program, and then you also have direct access to your instructors, to your facilitators, people that are handling the course or the career path or the course that you're taking, right? So if you miss it and you watch the video, which is the first step, when you rewatch the video, you can speak to your instructor. Okay, you send your instructor a message, say, "Oh, hi, I missed the class. You did a quiz. I want to take the quiz," right? And then he would be able to tell you exactly how to go about it. And then, you might as well even, put it to him, say, "Oh, I don't know how to get the quiz done, or I don't really know exactly how I'm supposed to do it." And then your instructor tells you what to do and how to get it done. Okay, Joseph. So I really hope that I was able to answer your question. You have lifetime access, and you also have access to your instructors personally. Okay. So I really hope I was able to answer your question, Joseph. All right. So hi, Temidayo, do you want to go with your question now?
Yeah, hi. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Temidayo.
Right. So I think Joseph just asked the question on my mind because I was thinking how we're going to take that particular quiz or an exercise should in case one misses a session. But you've answered already, and thank you very much. It was a lovely it answered
Cell
the
phone.
question.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right then. In the course of our conversation, I was able to deduce a plan that I think will suit your needs.
Hi, Kolawole. Can you hear me?
All right, thank you. So the plan is a Rogers plan, and it comes with
Hi, Kolawole, you're
175 gigabytes
muted.
of data. It's unlimited. It's Canada-wide,
Okay,
unlimited calling
let me
and
just mute
texting.
you.
US, unlimited calling and texting, and also
Okay. So Does any other person have questions for me? Do we have any other person that want to have questions? So even if you don't know exactly the career path to have, you can ask your questions here, and they will be able to guide you on the path to take and on what you are expected to do. So do we have any other person that wants to ask a question? Okay, hi Vivian.
Hello.
You can unmute. Hi
Hi,
Vivian, how are you doing?
very well, thank you. Okay, so I'm just trying to find out the 50% promo for how much is that for CAD?
Okay. So let us do that together. So for Canadian dollars, that would be 849 Canadian dollars. But also remember that you can also make the payment in 3 tranches. So you don't have to make all the payment at once. You can, pay, let's see how much you have. So you can pay 283 Canadian dollars right now, and then spread the rest in the remaining 2
The
months.
reason I'm asking is because I just paid 283 to start like the March cohort, right? And now, so I'm thinking of how, because when I wanted to join it, I did ask for a 50% discount because the person that referred me got it at the time, right? So now I'm looking for how to be able to benefit from it.
Okay. So what I'm going to do for you, Vivian, right now is we would have to reach out to you, personally after this conversation, so that we would, basically just understand where you are, and then, we could be able to just address whatever concerns that you have in regards to the payments. Okay, Vivian?